Hello, everybody. I just wanted to come on this morning because I definitely had a heavy heart. If you can't tell, my eyes are a little bit puffy. Um, and I was just talking to my husband this morning, talking about, just how I felt when it came to all of this police brutality, blue on black killing, black on black killing. And then, just with our president, I was just speaking about how he was so distasteful with the mayor in Minneapolis. And it's just really shocking. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm not going to necessarily say disappointed that I found out I was having a boy, but I was definitely saddened by it because of, where things are today. And, it just definitely makes me scary. I said scary. It makes me scared, to raise a child in America, period, but also raise a child that's not only black, but a male, and based off of Trey and I's genetics, that child is definitely probably going to be on a more muscular or athletic side. And so it's just very frightening to see, Oh, I've been crying this morning, y'all. Like, I've been trying to keep it together. He been saying, calm down, breathe. But I was reading and, about gender disappointment. And because I didn't know why I was feeling, upset. And it just really hit me. Like, I am terrified. I'm sorry, y'all. Whew. One of the things about gender disappointment, it said to, talk about your feelings so you wouldn't explode. Being in quarantine is already a lot, You're not able to see your family, you're not able to see your friends, especially people that live in this area. We have went to some of the more rural cities and saw our family there because we have been quarantining, and you know we went and saw some of them because they didn't have nearly even like a 12th of the amount of cases we've had in this area. And it's definitely frightening. Like, I am literally terrified to raise a black man in America. I'm scared. Like, no matter what you do, there's always like a chance or something like lingering over your head. And I'm definitely like a believer, constantly praying, making sure God protects my family and those around me, and just, people in general in the world. Um, but I'm sure Ahmaud Arbery's mom prayed for him too. And Trayvon Martin's mom. So it's really sad. Um, and what I'm experiencing, like, I'm sorry if it offends anybody, but like, what can I say? I just really am trying to process it all because it's really scary. Like, even with, the Tom guy or Amy Cooper, that blatantly said, I'm going to call the police and I'm going to tell them that a black man is threatening my life, when all he was doing was doing his job, and all it takes is that one phone call. So I'm just really emotional. And normally, like, I'm very numb to this type of stuff because it just happens so often. But now that, I am pregnant and we are bringing a child into this world, it just puts everything into perspective. And I remember being in media ethics class and being in You know, I had another class where we had to watch the Columbine documentary. And it was just the saddest thing ever because now we are used to school shootings, and we have just become like, oh, another school shooting, that is so sad. Like, it's not a thing where we just wake up and really truly want to do something. And so it's scary in this world. And you know a lot of times we don't talk about the fear that we have as Black people, because we can definitely be full of faith, and then at the same time we're full of fear. We're scared that we have to be absolutely perfect so nobody will kill us, nobody will hurt us. And so it's definitely frightening. Okay, y'all, I had to just go and get myself together because I am just super emotional, and I just wanted to show that side of me. Like, I'm normally always happy, so that's a great thing. I'm very happy. However, I'm also very emotional, and things like this definitely get to me because these are my cousins, my brothers, my husband, my fathers, my uncles, my friends. It's Black people all around me. I love Black excellence, Black businesses. We have our own. And so I just find it just completely disrespectful, to keep constantly killing us and without any reason. So what if this man forged a check or he was writing a bad check? That deserved him to die. He deserved to die because he was allegedly writing a bad check, right? Definitely, these have been some hard couple of weeks, just with the quarantine, dealing with the pure fact of racism, and it's not going away. Like, it's here, and until we continue to speak out and, our white counterparts continue to speak out on our behalf, it's never going to change, sadly. And, I would like to see some change, at least not for necessarily my generation, but my children's generation and their children's generation, because it took so long to create this poorly built system. It's going to take a while to dismantle it and rebuild it. And I'm just really, really shocked that with all of this, President Trump is not backing the mayor of Minneapolis, but he's calling him out. He's calling him weak and radical and all of these names. And this man is trying to get charges for these officers that allowed the killing of George Floyd, and also the man that actually killed him. And so I'm just really confused as to the president wanting to send soldiers down there, or up there, wherever, sending soldiers there, because the looting and the rioting is not going to stop until there is some change. And some people feel a certain way about the buildings being burned and different things like that. But if you truly do not feel a certain way about that man dying, then I really don't want to hear from you. A building can be rebuilt. Goods can be put back into the store. We have insurance for things like that. But this man's life is gone. It's never coming back. His family will never be able to see him again. And so, I'm just sick of the nonsense. And when we have a president that is in office that is spearheading the whole thing, like, oh, these thugs are doing this and that, it's just like, man, we really did ourselves a disservice by just not voting properly, not exercising our rights. So I know this started with gender disappointment, but I just wanted to sum up, the reason as to why I was feeling so hurt, so down, so sad, that we are having a boy, because something that's so joyful and such a blessing is one of the hardest things that I'm having to process, because I'm so sorry, y'all. I just keep on crying. Ahmaud Arbery could have been my husband or my brother or my uncle or my dad, okay? Or even like some of the clients that we have, you know? We run like, you know, a fitness business, health business. And so we have people that run and jog every single day, every day. I'm just trying to breathe throughout all of this, you know. But I'm just really sick. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick and tired of this system that we have created. And just 2 weeks ago, when, you know, some of the white people were peacefully protesting to get the states reopened, and they had guns and everything on their hips, their shoulders, whatever, and the police didn't throw tear gas, they didn't yell at them, you know. But as soon as somebody came to George's, you know, death site where they killed this man, they want to throw tear gas. You know, they want to arrest people. They even arrested a reporter from CNN. Like, they arrested him on live television with the camera rolling, okay? And me being a mass communication major, you know, me working at a news station, it's just shocking, really, to see just the total disregard and distaste, not only for reporting the news from the press, but also to see that racism, because allegedly the white reporter that was also there, he just showed his CNN badge and they let him go. But you arrested this black reporter because he was reporting the news, and you arrested him live, like, and you couldn't even look at the camera and say why he was being arrested, because why? You have no reason. You have no reason. And I think that is my main thing. We are black. We are beautiful. We are awesome. We are amazing. Like, we are powerful. You know, we are awesome. We are strong. And they keep trying to break us down, and it will not work. It will not work, okay? We will overcome time and time and time and time again. And so I can just rest in that. I know I'm going to be a great mom. I am so happy for this child that is inside of me. But I am terrified. I am scared to raise a black man in America. I am. And I'm just glad that I have an amazing husband and family, village, everybody that's here that are raising black men, that are doing a great job. But that was just my feelings on it. And I'm just really like, like I said, I just been on an emotional roller coaster these past couple of weeks. When I first became pregnant, and then like when quarantine first started happening, I was just so hurt and like just all up in arms because we couldn't go anywhere and I couldn't see my family. And I remember one night I literally cried because I couldn't see my mom, and I was just so sad. And I am just, whoo, y'all, this is getting to be a lot, okay? A lot that we just keep getting murdered. We just keep getting murdered in cold blood, you know? Watching that video, and a lot of people say like, oh, it was so sad. It was so sad to see this man die on camera. But, you know, I'm just thankful it was on camera, because if it wasn't, we wouldn't even be having this conversation, because nobody would have even knew about it, really. We had to watch 9 minutes of this man's life leave his body. 9 minutes, okay? Nine minutes. And then you have Amy Cooper over here lying to the police. I'm so sick of all of these people calling the police on us. Like, I'm tired of it, because then it's like a Oh, like she knew exactly what to say. Or the mom that drowned her own child and blamed it on two African American men. It's just like we're the scapegoats, you know? And so even last night, like we were having a conversation about what to name our child because we had a particular name. And then I'm like, well, that's too ethnic. That's too black. That's not white enough, you know? Because I didn't want him to be labeled or judged prior to, you know, coming into the room, right? Like my husband's name is Travian, right? But he goes by Trey. When some people see Travian, that's a whole nother thought process than seeing Trey, right? So I'm just like, man. Whew, y'all, for the 10th time I had to get myself together. But my face is so dry now because after I washed it, I have just been crying. But y'all, I just wanted to be able to vent. I needed to do it in a calm way. Like I said, my husband's at a meeting and he definitely hates when I get worked up. But I just wanted to post this to just bring awareness, to let you know that everything is not okay, but it will be okay. And I'm just grateful for all the loved ones that I still do have. I am grateful that some of the loved ones that I have worked in the, you know, military, have worked in the police force, things of that nature. So I do know some more rights than the average person. But even knowing your rights, quote unquote, doesn't really protect you, as we've seen. It's kind of like laughed at. So I just want all of you all to be safe out here. I know this was a pretty heavy video, but just thank you so much for all of you all that subscribe to the channel, that watch me, that like the videos, comment. I really appreciate it. And please share this video if you enjoyed it. I know it was kind of hard to watch with me crying and everything, but you know, we got to start speaking out, y'all, and you know, just voicing our opinions, our feelings, our hurts, our wounds, our scabs. We have to just start showing how we feel, because they think we're so strong, and we are, but you know, we have our breaking points and we have moments where we cry and we are sad. And so I just want you to hug your loved ones tighter, you know, continue to pray for them, pray for me, pray for our world, you know, pray that something, somehow, some way, our leader, Trump, you know, gets it in his mind that we aren't the bad guys, that we are human, that we are awesome. Maybe one day, you know, God can do amazing things. And so one day he may have a change of heart and see that, you know, the mayor in Minneapolis was only just trying to help, and to call him weak and radical when he was trying to bring charges to the man that murdered George Floyd, I think is just despicable. But y'all let me know in the comments your thoughts. Let me know if you had gender disappointment and why. But yeah, today is Friday. It's supposed to be a happy Friday. So I feel a lot better being able to just get my emotions out so I didn't have to dump it all on my husband. But I want y'all to have a blessed day. And again, thank you so much for watching my channel. I will see you all next time. Bye.